If you're an art teacher and your students' clay has started to dry out, I have a solution for you. I'll allow my students to bring me their pieces of clay that have started to dry out, and then I'll give them a piece of clay that's wet that they can continue to use as they're scoring and slipping and attaching pieces to their project. And I'll take all of the dry or somewhat dry pieces of clay and I'll put them in a Ziploc bag, and then I'll put them in the sink and I'll add a little bit of water into the bag. And then throughout each day, each week, I will kind of squeeze the clay, kind of smush it around with the water. It's not a ton of water, just like a little bit in the bag, and this will help revive the clay. Now, you obviously can't do this with clay that is leather hard or bone dry, but you can do this with clay that's just a little too dry for students to work with, especially students in elementary or middle who might be having trouble in general with their fine motor skills as they're trying to work with clay. That's just a little bit too hard. And then after a day or two of this clay is usually ready to go. Students can continue to grab smaller pieces of the clay from this bag and use it for just like smaller areas of their project. And you can see here what the clay looks like after the water's been added to it and it's kind of been smushed around a little bit. It's much, much easier to work with. So this has been a great way for me to save clay and not really waste any of it. These are some clay tools that my students and I use. We have this silver tool. It's like it has a serrated edge and can be used for scoring and slipping. This is a rubber tool called a rib that can be used to smooth out areas and shape curved areas, and then just a plastic tool, kind of like a plastic knife, that can be used as well. This is the clay that I use for my middle school students. It is from Blick Art Materials. And then it's a great idea to have some sort of like screen in your sink drain.